fun? Okay. Let's go. Okay, so today we're going to be learning about space and about distance in space. But first, I'm going to show you a video by a guy named Jay Leno. Do you know who he is? Yeah, he's a funny dude, isn't he? Okay, so he actually went out on the streets of California a couple years ago and talked to people and asked them science questions that we should know by probably around 4th or 5th grade. So we're going to watch a couple of the clips that he took. It's kind of entertaining to see these adults not know what they're saying. But there's a point to that, I promise. Oh, no. What's that? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is all we'll watch from that. But if you would like to watch that another time, it's really funny, and I would definitely encourage that. But so the reason I wanted to show you guys this video is because there are a lot of people who don't remember and who don't know the basic concepts that we learn in science at a young age, and they forget them. So just like that first lady, we're talking about space, how she couldn't answer the question of how does the Earth stay in orbit. Do any of you guys know that answer?
I was going to say gravity.
Gravity? Okay, you're really, really close, but it's the gravitational pull of the sun. So that is one reason why the sun is super duper important to the Earth. Do you guys know any other reasons why the sun is important?
Gives us heat.
Gives us heat. Go write that on the board. What else? Food for plants? So like, what?
Photosynthesis.
What does it give in photosynthesis? What is it?
Energy.
Energy. Write that down. What else?
Gives us light.
Yeah, this light. Good job. Go write that down too. Okay, so one of the only reasons why we can get all these things from the sun is because it's close to us. In comparison with other stars, the Earth is not as close. So we're going to be talking about how distance is measured in space. Does anybody have an idea, or does anybody know the measurement that distance is measured in space?
Light years?
Light years, yeah. Does anybody want to take a guess about what 1 light year equals? No? All right, so 1 light year equals, I'm going to erase this, 5 trillion 880 billion miles. That's 1 light year. Pretty big number, isn't it? Yeah? Okay, so the reason why space is measured in light years is because space is so vast and it's so big that that's like the closest thing is going to be this far unless you're a planet or the sun. And even the sun, it's in space it's considered close to the Earth, but for us it might be considered far away. Does anybody know what the distance between the sun and the Earth is? The sun is 93 million miles from the Earth. So, that's close enough to give us light and energy and warmth and light and all that stuff. But that's still pretty far away, isn't it? So, sorry. I have some handouts to give you guys. And these handouts are just, one of them is a chart and one of them is kind of like a picture of a map of where these stars are located. And the stars that I have located are the ones that we're going to be looking at. And I am just kind of passing these out to show you in numbers the light years that they are. And the pictures are just kind of so you have an image of what that might look like into space. So as you can see, the sun is 0 light years because it's within one. And then the second two stars, can't pronounce that one. The Proxima Centauri and the Alpha Centauri are both over 4 light years away. So, you know what to do, if we multiply the 4 with this number, how much bigger that's going to be? That's a pretty big number, isn't it? Yeah. So, I just kind of want to give you guys that to look at. And so now I'm going to pose you guys with a question. We're not going to answer it until after this activity that we're going to do. But, so I have a question for you guys. And the question is, okay, what would happen to the Earth if the sun was not the closest star and if it was one of these 2 other stars? So think about that. Think about what we talked about earlier about what the sun helps provide the Earth. And we're actually going to do an activity. So if I can have 3 volunteers to help me, then I'll have 1 person write. Can you guys divide yourself up? Who wants to write? Okay. Brent, I'm going to have you write down and put in columns, put the sun and then the Proxima. Yes. I'll just let you flip this. But write those and just put them in 3 columns. Okay? You can erase that if you like. And then everybody else, come with me. So what we are going to be demonstrating is the Earth and its distance between the 3 closest stars. So 1 person is going to represent the Earth, and I'll be the sun. 1 person will represent the Earth, and I'll be the second biggest star, and 1 person will represent the Earth and the 3rd biggest star. So how this is going to work, the first person will be closest, the second person will be like somewhere in the middle of the room, and the last person will be farthest in the room. So Nicole, you can go ahead and be the first, Allie will be the second, and Alyssa will be the 3rd. So go find a place in the room. We're going to pretend this room is all of outer space, light years and light years and light years of space. Is there a way I can shut this off? Yeah.
Just hit the.
Yeah. All right, so we have our sun. Nicole, you are Earth and I am the sun. What are you feeling right now? What are you seeing?
It's really bright.
It's really bright.
I can feel some more.
Feel some more. All right, cool. So as you get farther away, yeah. Sorry.
You're fine.
As you move farther away from an object, what happens to the object?
It's smaller.
Gets smaller. All right. What else might happen to it? We're talking about something that's bright. What else might happen? It's dimmer. Okay, so kind of as a way to show that, I'm going to put a piece of paper in front of the light. And so, Allie, now I'm the second star and you're the Earth. What are you feeling? What are you seeing?
I can see some light. I don't feel anything.
Okay, cool. And Alyssa, since you're the farthest, you get the black. What are you seeing? Are you feeling anything?
Nope, not much. It's pretty dark. I can see like shadows kind of, but not the direct light.
Do you think it would be colder or warmer where you're at?
Colder.
Colder? Allie, what about you? I didn't ask you that question.
Colder than Nicole.
Yeah, all right. Nice. It's hot, student. All right, if you guys want to go ahead and sit down.
sun wasn't as close to us as the other stars, we wouldn't have the heat and warmth that the sun gives us.
Right.
And we need heat heat and light. We need heat and light to live, so without the sun, those stars wouldn't be enough to help us live.
Right. So we're gonna have. I forgot Post-it notes. Can I go grab them? Sorry, guys. Okay, so if let's say the sun is not the closest star to the Earth anymore, on Post-it notes, I want you guys to write what you think would happen to the Earth if one of these other two stars was the next closest star. What would happen? So if the sun was not the closest star anymore, what would happen to the Earth if it was one of the two other stars that we talked about? So one of these two. How would that affect the Earth? How would that? Alright, so Nicole, what did you say?
I said the earth would freeze over, plants would die, animals would die, and people would die last.
Okay. Bryn, what did you say?
I said that the water on Earth would freeze and that we would never have like a daytime and nighttime. That's all the difference.
And Alyssa, what did you say?
I said it would be freezing cold and very dark.
And Allie, what did you say?
I said the same thing, really cold and dark.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're trying to say is just that the distance is very important in space. And even though like it seems 93 million miles seems really, really far, that is enough space in between the Earth and the sun to give us still everything that we need. And that if the sun wasn't there, it would probably be a lot harder for humans to exist if we had the nearest light being billions and billions and billions of miles away. So, you guys did a fantastic job today in sticking with our space theme. I brought us Milky Ways. Bye,